Welcome back to the Conservative Viewpoint, everyone. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. And I want to give you a huge shout out to all of you joining live tonight. It's awesome to have you guys here. It's November 13th, 2025. And you know what that means? It's Throwback Thursday on the show tonight, guys. We're not just looking back at the news desk. We're going back in time to the music, the movies, the memories we love, all while tackling the conservative viewpoint on the biggest stories of the day. But before we fire up the DeLorean, we have to talk about what's happening right now in our government, unfortunately. I have to ask, does it feel like some of our judges are living in the past? Or maybe living in a fantasy world of their own making? Because the news this week screams judicial overreach. We have activist judges attempting to completely overstep their authority. I'm talking about a judge who thinks he can just unilaterally order the mass release of illegal criminals currently in ICE custody. And let me be perfectly clear. That is not the job of the judicial branch. That's a move that threatens public safety, rewards lawlessness, and completely bypasses the rule of law established by Congress. And the executive branch, its judicial power, run amok. And we're going to break down the details tonight and talk about the clear and danger this poses to every community. And that's not the only black robe causing trouble. In another state, we have a judge who's openly playing politics. A judge attempting to strike down a Republican drawn congressional map simply because they think they can draw a better one for the Democratic Party. Oh, yeah. We're talking about an unelected official throwing out the work of elected representatives to favor a political party. This is a simple judges. This is just simple. Judges are supposed to interpret the law, not legislate from the bench or act as a super legislator for one side. We have that and so much more news on to cover tonight, but I want to hear from you guys. So jump in chat right now. Let your voices be heard and tell me what you think about the judicial activism. Do you think this is a pattern of political bias in our courts? Get loud and get in chat now and let me know. Stick around because right after the news update, we are officially kicking off Throwback Thursday. We'll lighten the mood up. Get ready to have some fun with the fan favorite game. Name that movie clip. Oh, yeah, we got that at home. So much more going on. Get ready to test your cinematic knowledge. We also have some oldie but goodie music videos, some movie stuff. We're spinning the best throwbacks from across the decades. So grab a drink, get comfortable, get ready to be engaged. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and we're starting right now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Throwback Thursday here on the Conservative Viewpoint. I love seeing you guys in here. Let me go check and see what we got going over here. We got Cat Attack over there. Hi, Cat. All right. Guys, let's give a shout out. We got a little bit to go over tonight. I got a few articles we got to get it through, and we're going to have some fun tonight. I got some downloads I had to do today and to try to get caught up and stuff, but I think I got it for tonight. I'll definitely have to work on it for next week, but we're going to run out of movies. I got to find some more movies. So, hey, let's give some shout outs. What do we got over here? We got Rumble over here. We got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got X. We got Kick. I don't even bring Kick up anymore, so we'll see if anybody gets on there and says anything. But we got Getter over here, guys. Let's see what we got happening over here. And I know I saw Sean pop in there. Radical Right is here. What's happening, man? There's Shell. Hi, Shell. And there's Texas John. What's going on, everyone over here in Getter? We got Conrad. I knew I saw Conrad somewhere in here. There he is. Welcome, Conrad. There's Mr. Joe Public himself. What's happening, everyone, over there in Getter? Welcome, everyone. Glad to see your faces today. We're going to shoot down here to the Wimpkin Warriors over here. And who's topping the charts but Mr. Fix here himself? Right there he is. Hi, Fix. And William B. What happened, man? Let's go to Texas Tammy. There she is, man. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Love her. Got it. Love that. Great picture of the pup. Oh, yes. All right, we got Gregory Allen Carnes Jr. in here, guys. Hey, great show today, Gregory. I watched that. Yes, I did. Great show. If you haven't watched it yet, go to Gregory Allen Carnes Jr. and check out his page. I have trouble every time I put in his name. I have trouble finding his page. I don't know why that is, Gregory, but I click on your name in chat and comments, and I go right to it. But when I type it in, I can't get to the page to come up. I don't know why. But anyways, check him out, guys. Great place. Great job. He does good stuff. William B., there he is. Okay, what's happening? And there's Kurt from the Bayou, man, right there he is. John M's over here now, too. Marianne, the lovely Marianne, is popping in there. Jerry Kruger, I love that picture. He is an ass clown. That's what he is. Jerry Kruger, man, Jerry, Kruger. Man, type it in. You'll find him, too. Yep. And we're going to get on there. Hey, Castle, she went over there. She's over here. She's everywhere. Welcome the castle. All right. Keep going down through here. Where we at? There we go. Let me see here. And John M's over here. Let's keep going down. These activist judges are installed to do exactly what they're doing with the demon corruption. You got that right, Tammy. That's a fact right there. And we're running out of names here. I'm running out of names. But, guys, I'm glad to see you. Anyone new to the show, welcome. We love having you. Don't forget to give us a shout-out and say hi, so we can acknowledge that you are here. We love seeing new faces, new names. We love people getting involved in chat. So get busy, get in there, say hi, and we're going to have some fun tonight here on the Throwback Thursday, guys. I was running late tonight between watching Vic's show and trying to get my stuff done and doing some other things. I was running behind, so I hope I got everything in order, but we'll see. It's not like I've been screwed up before. Hey, that's what it's all about, right? Fixing things that you screw up on, it's awesome. All righty then. Yes, the judicial system is totally messed up, and we're going to get into that here right directly. But first off, let's get busy with this. Excuse me. Record-breaking U.S. shutdown ending as political fallout begins. The people are finally waking up, some of them, to see that the Democrats did not do this about health care. It was about lining their pockets. It was about lining healthcare industry's pockets. Not worrying about healthcare. They're worrying about the subsidies that the healthcare companies get, and they line their pockets with billions of dollars during this shutdown. That's what it was about. They could tell you healthcare. Okay, yeah, well, we just didn't tell you the rest of it. And I'm going to have a lot more on this tomorrow. I did not bring the article up real quick, but this is what it was about. It was about the subsidies that they made a fortune on these, whatever it was, 52 days that they were shut down. The healthcare industry made a fortune. Hey, there's Kat K3 over there and get her. Hi, Kat. All righty, but that's what they did, guys. We're going to have more on that tomorrow, but you got to tune in for that and have a fire. What do they call it? Friday fireworks. That's what it's called. That I'm trying something new here. We'll see what happens, see if it works or not. We'll go with it. Well, we're just wiping out the inbox tomorrow, guys, so make sure you tune in. I got some great videos from some viewers and stuff, some friends on here. Damn it. But you guys are going to want to tune in tomorrow. Every night you want to tune in. But with this shutdown being going on, and the vote would happen yesterday, right? Just so happens that Senator John Fetterman is hospitalized after getting injured in a fall outside of his home. He was walking and had a ventricular fibrillation attack on his heart and made him go lightheaded, pass out, and fall down, bump his face. And so happens that he's in the hospital. He chose to stay there. And right after the vote, he just went down. So there we go, hitting his face with minor injuries, but they're doing checks on him and everything like that. He said he's fine and everything like that. We'll see what happens with him. All right, let's go here. There we go. What do you got? The judicial branch is the lower tier of power and authority. They can express their opinions, but they do not have the executive power. Exactly. But it doesn't seem to stop them. That is the problem, Gregory. Yo, Lee, what up, Lee? Lee just popped in there, guys, and Wimpkin right there he is. Colin in here somewhere. There's Colin. Colin from Scotland is in the house. Yes, he is, man. What's happening, Colin? But yes, these activist judges think they can do what they want. And the problem is that the Biden administration appeases them and listens to them to a point, which they shouldn't listen to them at all because they're activist judges they need removed from the bench. Another part of the Republicans that are doing nothing to these judges about getting them out of there. If that was a Republican judge, Democrats were in charge, they'd be off the bench in a second. Not happening again, guys. Here we go. All right, get this. Because of this shutdown, this has opened the eyes of a lot of people, especially with welfare and food stamps. Get this. AG Secretary Brooke Roland drops a snap bombshell. 500,000 people are getting double benefits. And it gets worse. Oh, yeah. Wait till I go down here a little bit here. 500,000 people are getting benefits 2 times under the same name. 5,000 dead people are receiving 80% of the able. 5,000 people are dead receiving food stamps. How the hell does that work? That's just like the dead people that voting. How the hell does that? That's like the thousands of people that are 306 years old receiving Social Security. How's that work? Get this. 80% of the able-bodied Americans, which mean they can work, they don't have small children at home, they're not taking care of elderly people, they can work, they choose not to, and they are receiving benefits. Oh, yeah. And she went on to call SNAP one of the most corrupt, dysfunctional programs in American history, vowing that Trump administration will be cracking down. And now we have a plan to fix it. Now, this is what the Democrats did not think about when they did the Schumer shutdown. This opened the eyes, and it's proving, because now they're looking into this stuff, how bad and how corrupt the SNAP system is, and how people are getting away with just being lazy and just, I don't feel like working. So they're giving them all this money, they're giving them all this food stamp and everything, and letting them sit on their dumb asses doing nothing and paying. We're paying for this. 500,000. And they're getting double the amount they're supposed to under the same name. How the hell does that work? Somebody's not doing their job, or somebody doesn't give a shit. We'll just give you all this stuff, and that's fine. Who cares? It's not my money, and that's a guarantee. That's how they think about it. Exactly, Texas John. They fuck you through the drive-thru. Did you guys ever hear that? Did you ever see that movie? Oh, yeah. Lethal Weapon. They fuck you through the drive-thru. That's what they're doing right there with us. The SNAP benefits. This is a blessing in disguise with this shutdown. That explains why they cut mine in half when Biden came into office. Exactly, because you're Republican there, McCassell. And you can have freaky fireworks. There you go. Freaky Friday fireworks. That would be good, McCassell. All right, but this is the stuff that they're finding out now, guys. So let's see if they're going to do anything about it, or they're just going to let this play out. Yeah, there's some people like kids in college that are going to school that can't work because of college that could use it. Okay, fine. That's right. My son did it. So it's not a big deal. But when you're done with school, you go get a job. And right now, because of the shutdown and stuff, jobs are hard to find. But there's plenty of jobs out there. When you guys get them off their ass, make them work for their food stamps. I don't give a shit if it's McDonald's. You supplement it. That's fine. That's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a supplemental income, not a way of living of life. And they live better lives than we do. Isn't that a shame? And they get tax returns. What the hell? Can you maybe move the bottom name thing over the opposite side? I cannot move it. That's the only place that'll allow me to put it, Conrad. It won't move from over there. And I can't move it anywhere, actually. They won't allow me to do it anywhere. I could put that in as a suggestion to them. at StreamYard, but it will not let me move it. It is what it is with that. Sorry about that, Conrad. All righty then. Let's keep going. The drive-through and no condiments. Exactly, Fixer. Get them off my tit. Exactly, Fix. These people are a burden and a drain on society. Let's get them gone. All right, next order of business here. Border Patrol says that they are leaving Chicago for Charlotte. Then they're on to New Orleans. They're going to just keep going and fixing the mess that the Democrats have caused. And I don't care who you are. I wish some idiot liberals would come on here and try to say that's not their problem. They've caused every bit of problems that's going on in this country. And they continue to do it, even though they have no power. And guess what? The Republicans are letting them get away with it. But yes, they are on their way to Charlotte and then to New Orleans and start cleaning up the mess that's down there. Oh, that's a bummer. I can't move it. I can shut it. I know I can't. Yeah, I might be able to shut it off here. Wait a minute. Let me look. Let me see if I can shut that off. No, doggone it. I have to take it off when I'm not on live. I can't find it if I can. Nope. Sorry, Conrad, but I'll work on that tomorrow and I will take it off so it's not bothering you. Everybody knows my name and everybody knows what's going on. So I'll try to do that tomorrow there for you. All right, let's keep going so we can have some fun here in a little bit. What else we got? Oh, here we go with the BBC thing. I know Vic showed this. Not this, but she showed a video on it earlier. But Trump claims that he's obligated to sue the BBC over hate speech. And you know what? I had the video. I don't know what the hell I did with it. And I wanted to show you that too. Let me see if I can still have it in here real quick for you. Nope. I guess I got to download some videos for tomorrow, but it is not there. I wanted to show you the video of them editing. They edited his January 6th speech, and they took out everything that was supposed to be true, and they edited it that he was making it sound like go up there and kick some ass and fight until you can't fight no more. Oh yeah, they took that part out and made it look like he was telling everybody to go fight, but then he should sue him anyways. I don't care. But after he made this threat to BBC what now? BBC formally apologizes to Trump for editing clip of January 6th and denies defamation. They absolutely defamed him by making his words sound what they weren't. And he wants $1 billion. So now they're apologizing for it. But they've already admitted to it, editing the clip. So sue away, Trump. Get them. Some bitches. They deserve it. Just like the rest of them did. He's been paid like, what, 50, almost $60 million already because these people want to change stuff. I love that part. Get them. Bad thanks, Conrad, but I'll try to fix that for you. Now, because of the FBI going to China and have a meeting with them about the fentanyl crisis coming out of China, because they are the ones selling the precursor that's making fentanyl to Mexico and all these other places that are sneaking into our country. China tightens fentanyl precursor controls after FBI's director's visit, Patel says. China has agreed to tighten the chemicals used to produce fentanyl known as precursors. So we'll see what happens with that and see if it happens. How much they've already got stored in Mexico already. You got and where's that Venezuela? They keep shooting the boats up. Get them some bitches, man. Then gay Twitter ban Trump. Oh man, I tell you what, X is getting out of control. Elon needs to tighten that place up and get rid of that dumb bitch she put in charge of that place, because she's banning me, banning everybody, and we knew it was going to happen. Colin's tired. No wonder it's like 3 o'clock in the morning in Scotland, Colin. Go to bed, man. Get some rest. All right. I'm glad to see you, though, Colin. All right, here we go. Next, we got a hoax. Republicans slam Democrats for sharing the altered Epstein documents to create a fake narrative around Trump. Excuse me again. Those are the emails we were talking about yesterday that just so happened to show up, right? Yesterday? Oh, yeah. Exactly, Conrad. Hell with those people. Trump was right about everything. And he continues to be right, one of many. Welcome, man. I haven't seen you in a while. But yes, they're slamming a Democrat. Democrats have nothing now. They have lost. They're done. So they're just seeking to lie, cheat, and steal their way in there, no matter how they do it, trying to regain power, which they are done. This is the part that we have the work to cut out for us to keep these people out of power. They can never regain power in our state, local, and federal governments. And the problem is these states, New York, Virginia, and all them, man, they're screwed. That's for a fact. You guys got to get those people out of there. But Trump orders DOJ investigation into the meat packers over alleged price fixing. Oh, yeah. We got a lot of places that they're looking into. And I got to find the names of them because there was people, and I guarantee this is all from Bill Gates too, because remember, he's buying up all these farmlands and killing all the cows and all that stuff, saying they have to kill them because of a disease and all that stuff. That's a freaking lie if you ever saw one. Oh, here it is. Trump ordered the Department of Justice represented a long overdue reckoning with the four big meat packers, JBS of Brazil, Cargill, Tyson Food, National Beef. These corporations now control an astounding 85% of the U.S. beef market, up from just 36% in 1980. Oh, yeah, that's a big jump. This isn't free market capitalism. It's a cartel in everything but name. And before you blame your local ranchers, don't, because they are getting squeezed harder than anyone. That's a fact right there. That's why I get mine from a local butcher that kills my cow 2 weeks before they give it to me. That son of a bitch is still mooing when it goes into my freezer. Oh, yeah. You got to love that meat. All natural. It's great. It's some great meat. You can't never get a better tasting meat than getting them killed right off the bone. That's freaking awesome. It's a little pricey, but you're still, I only paid, I think it was $3.99 a pound or $4.05 a pound. It was still like $1 cheaper than what we were paying. When Biden and them were there, it was like $5 cheaper a pound. Oh, yeah. But I paid like it might have been up to $4.05 or something like that this time. But we paid it was like almost $2,000 for a half a cow. Yeah. So, yeah, but it's worth it. You should figure what you spend if you're meat eaters, what you spend in a year, and a half a cow lasts us for a whole year. So it's a way to go, guys. I would look into it. I recommend it. All right, what do we got here? All right, guys heard about the FBI whistleblower. New, and you probably heard about this, but new evidence have come out the forensic evidence points to a Capitol police officer. Oh, yeah. He is now a potential forensic match to the gate of the bomb suspect. So there you go, guys. The fix is in. Right there it is. So we're going to see more of that here coming up soon. Because either way, Massey told the Blaze in a statement that these latest revelations about the pipe bomb investigation require answers from the new FBI director. So we're going to see what happens with this, guys. We're not getting any answers in this article right here. And you haven't seen any, but they're saying it's a forensic match. So we're going to see what happens with that one, too. All right. What's next on the hit parade? Scott Besson goes cutthroat and exposes MSNBC host as a clueless with one question. Do you know what the swamp line is? Hell no, I don't know what the swamp line is. Does anyone else know what that is? I do not know. So I'm going to peek down through here real quick and see what we got going on. The new email is nothing as they did change the name of the woman involved, the victim in the case litigated to Trump 1 year ago. She committed suicide. Yeah, I did hear that. All right, let's keep going down through here. Treasury Besson went on Tuesday. The salient point. I didn't even get to read this article, and they were fluctuating wildly going into the country midterm elections. So the United States announced in mid-October that it had $20 billion currency swap stabilized the market. What the hell does it have to do with this question? How does $20 million bailout of Argentina help Americans? And Besson said, do you know what a swap line is? It's a currency swap, yes? Let me find out here, guys. We're going to find out here real quick. And I know why I didn't have Trump. It wouldn't let me download it for somewhere today. So that's why it's called. Besson said, but what is that? Would you call it a bailout? Besson says it's most bailouts. You don't have to make money. The U.S. government made money. The U.S. government's going to make money. There's a lot we could have been doing for American farmers, but Democrats closed the government. That's what all this was about. And he schooled this MSNBC guy over this stuff. All right, there it is. That made no sense whatsoever, but that's what it said. All right, let's get on with McDummy. Republican New York City councilwoman, moved to calm McDummy bluff on his first day in office by hosting Netanyahu. A Republican member of New York City's council is daring McDummy to arrest Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu because she said Ina Vernakov has invited Netanyahu to visit New York on January 1st, the day McDummy takes over as mayor. His first campaign promise was to arrest Netanyahu, the duly elected Prime Minister of Israel, and arrive in New York on January 1st. We'll see what he says about that. I look forward to welcome Bibi to New York, that councilwoman says. I would like to see him try to do that. I would like to see McDummy. McDummy shouldn't even be taking office. We talked about this yesterday because he took foreign money, according to the Republicans. That is giving New York City a spanking. Ain't that the truth? I hope he pulls all funding from New York and get rid of that sumbitch. And you can't say it any better. He is been born, raised Muslim jihadist. You guys have made a mistake in New York City about him. You guys are finding out fast. He's a lying piece of shit, just like I told you he would be. All right, let's go with this one. Here we go with the Democrats crying racism again. Don't you just love it? When Democrats get backed into a wall and gets proven that they're ass hats and they've lost everything, they've lost their minds, they've lost the world, they've lost every bit of respect. Woke lecturer cries white supremacy after MAGA racist smears doesn't go as planned. Oh, yeah, this is what they do every time they get caught lying, cheating, and everything else. They call the racist card out. And I am so sick of hearing this every time you turn around. These people got to find something new to say. They are going to fuck around and they are going to find out, Mr. Joe Public. That is a fact. I saw the pipe bomber adjust her bra strap. I did not see that, Conrad, when I watched them back in the day when it actually happened. I watched the videos over and over again. And, of course, you had Bongino repeatedly showed these videos on the pipe bomber, and he went over step by step when he was still doing his show and did not see anything like that. He put out the tennis shoes and everything about the guy standing right there, and you had marshals and Secret Service and him standing there when he walked past. Oh, yeah, there was so much going on with that pipe bomber. But nobody paid attention to that back then. Of course, look who was running the FBI. Lying Christopher Wray. All right, let's hurry up here and get to these last couple of ones. Let's get into these activist judges, guys. Biden appointed judge. Are you surprised with that? I am not. I'm racist. Horse racist, dog racist, car racist. That's a good one, Fix. I like that one. Arrest that fuck. Exactly. I'd love to see that. that Muslim idiot try to do that. That would be funny as hell. Good luck with that Yahoo is worm food in a box. Got that right, McCassell. All right, the Biden judge poised to order mass release of illegal aliens detained by ICE Operation Blitz in Chicago. Thousands could be dumped back onto the Chicago streets. What the hell? Who the hell does this guy think he is? He thinks he's going to do that and they're going to listen to that? I don't think so. A federal judge in Illinois is reportedly preparing to order a mass release of thousands of illegal aliens today during the Operation Blitz. According to ABC Chicago, U.S. District Judge Jeffrey Cummings, a Biden appointee, is weighing whether to grant what's called equitable relief that could see federal immigration authorities forced to release thousands of detainees into so-called alternative to detention programs, ankle monitors, smartphone check-ins, and other ineffective tracking methods widely criticized as loopholes by law enforcement officers. I would tell him to kiss my ass right in the middle of Chicago, because he does not. This is activist at its wildest ever. And on top of that, and where is this at? This is in Utah. Impeachment efforts underway after Utah judge tosses congressional map for one that favors Democrats. Where the hell does the judge get off just thinking they say, well, nope, you can't do it because it's for Republicans? That's total political. That's total activism. And this is the stuff that needs stopped. Why do we see nothing happening? Why? Because we have some ballless Republicans that are working where they're supposed to be and not doing anything about it. Man, you guys, I know you get sick of hearing me say that because we see it every damn day. Darren Beatty has been exposing the pipe bomber video analysis for years. I never even heard that name, Conrad. I know that Bongino was doing it ever since day one. Of course, he had friends in the FBI at the time. And of course, he's not going to give their names out because Christopher Wray was going after whistleblowers and stuff. But never heard of it. We watched the videos over and over again. I did a bunch of videos, I think 5 of them, over the pipe bombing and stuff. I'd have to go back and look. I've got thousands of them in there, so I don't even know. Pat! I see Pat. Pat is here, everyone. Yes, it is, Pat. I'm glad to see you. Hey, everybody, say hi to Pat. Pat's here. Hey, my thing's shutting off. I got to start it again. All right, hold on. Here we go. I got one more. But this judge, both these judges, every one of these activist judges need removed from the bench. And these, I hope, though, they actually impeach that one from Utah. We'll be keeping an eye out for that and see what happens with that one, too. That's why they released. All right, yep, I mentioned that multiple times. Revolver News. I'll have to look that up, Conrad. Justice Department announced indictment of former Newsom chief of staff over corruption allegation. Well, you know what? Newsom probably had something to do with it. And this guy's going to take the bite for him, or his girl. Let's see. That's a girl, I think. Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, has been indicted and accused of corruption and conspiring to defraud the United States. Williamson, who was indicted by federal grand jury on 23 charges, served as Newsom's top aide from 2022 to the end of 2024. They confirmed the indictment, and the former chief of staff has been charged with conspiracy to commit bank and wire fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States, and obstruction of justice, subscribing to false tax returns, and making false statements. Holy shit. I guarantee if you follow the money, your Newsom will be in there somewhere. We got so much corruption and everything going on within the Democrat Party. Why are these dumbass Republicans not doing a damn thing? I have not a clue. I would love to get an answer on this, but every time you want to ask people to answer you and you go to your representatives or somebody else, you're not allowed to talk to somebody that's out of your state. I messaged Jim Jordan's office in Ohio. No response. They just blew me off because I'm not one of their constituents, or they don't give a shit about the people in Ohio. But I've never heard a response from them. And he's on the Judiciary Committee, you know. He's the chairman, but won't answer. His office won't answer nobody. Isn't that a damn shame? All right, let's see. What's the last thing I got for you? Oh, yeah. They finally swore in that last woman, that congresswoman that they were crying over because that I can't even say her name. She's a representative, a Democrat out of Arizona. She was finally sworn into office on Wednesday, unlocking the needed support to force the House representative in a vote to over the Epstein files. It did nothing. They're saying it tipped the scales in the Democrats' favor. It did nothing to make them release these Epstein files. I still haven't even heard from yesterday when I told you about the Democrats were supposedly voted to not release the Epstein files. I haven't heard anything out of that. If you guys have heard anything, let me know, because they're getting kickbacks from the Democrats. Absolutely, John M. These people, this is a nightmare going on here right now, guys. And I thought we were going to be pretty well off when it comes to running the government, when we control everything, but we don't. And that is the biggest problem that we're having right now. Nobody's doing anything. And that's what we're not seeing, is the stuff. Nobody's being held accountable like they told us we'd see. It's one big party and we're not invited. You got that right, Kurt. It's their party and our money at our expense. That is the bad part about it here. Let me get back to my videos here, because we're going to look a little bit and have some fun here real quick. Let's look and see what I got, because I downloaded some new stuff today. So we're going to see what I have. So let's check it out. All right. First thing I want to show you, I found some old commercials, and you guys are going to love these. I found one that's from 1984. Tell me, you guys, I know you guys have heard this one and seen this one. This was best. Take a look.
When you drive to Wendy's and order a single, you get more beef than the Whopper or the Big Mac. At Wendy's, you never have to ask, where's the beef?
You guys remember that? You got to remember that. Democrats' corruption involved ass wipes. Yep. Yeah, who knew, right, Conrad? Tell me, you guys, so you remember that commercial. Cocktail. It's always cocktail time, Fix. All right, let's keep going here. Here's another one. Here's another one that you guys will remember. I guarantee you'll remember this one. This is an oldie commercial.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't need it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
There are two kinds of Life cereals to please all kinds of kids. Regular Life and Cinnamon Life. Part of your family's nutritious breakfast.
Tell me you guys remember Mikey. And remember the conspiracy that they said exactly, Shell, about him eating those Pop Rocks and drinking Coke and he died from it? Oh, yeah. Mikey likes everything. Oh, yeah. You got to remember that. Exactly, Kurt. There's some of the greatest things. And I've got it. Let's see, where it is. I got it for tonight. I might not have the long one for tonight, but I have some more to show you, and there's probably be for next week. It was, they're just freaking awesome. What is this one? Oh, get this one. I know anyone that smokes cigarettes back in the day, and it hasn't been around for a while, but tell me you guys haven't came up on this if you smoke cigarettes. I did, and I came up on this one. Take a look.
All right, it's time for a pack of smokes. They got stuck.
Tell me, have you guys ever got cigarettes out of a machine like that? I did. Oh, yes, when I used to smoke back in the day. Oh, I tell you what. And tell me, you guys, anybody that smoked, that I did that. Do you remember pulling a machine like that? You pull it, you get your cigarettes, and you also got a pack of matches with them. Who remembers that stuff? Oh, that just, when I saw these, I had to get them because it just really threw you back in time, right? Tell me that didn't work out. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go back again here. One more. Let's see. Oh, I got a good one here you guys are going to love. Pall Mall. I used to smoke. Well, I stole my dad's, what did he start out with? Winston? And Kurt, was the Pall Malls with no filter? Marlboro Lights is what I used to smoke, Marianne. I think I started with Cool cigarettes. You guys remember Cools? My dad had Winston's. Pall Malls, I believe the Pall Malls had no filtered. I tried to smoke them, about died. 25 cents. Texas John remembers them being 25 cents. I remember 75 cents. I don't remember 25 cents. Wow, that is really pushing it back away, Texas John. Salem, those are the menthol ones. I tried those before, Marianne. Wow, right? I beat the shit out of it and didn't give me nothing. I know, I used to do the same thing, Fix. You kick it, you shake it, and you try to get it just like with a vending machine. You try to get your cigarettes or your candy out. Never smoked, Timmy. 25 cents. That is crazy, right? That is crazy. All right, guys, now I have a little fun one here for you before we get to the game. Here's a fun one. I'm not even going to give it away right now. I'm going to let you see it. But I know Pall Mall Reds and Golds. I don't remember that one, Sean. But hey, take a look at this fun one. You guys will remember this. You guys have to remember the Little Rascals. Alfalfa and Buckwheat. You gotta love those little characters, right? They were freaking hilarious back in the day. Yes, John M., I started young too. We started in school. I was hanging around the bad kids. You know, we smoked in hot box that stuff in between classes in the bathrooms. Oh, yeah, I was 12 years old when I started stealing my dad's cigarettes and running behind the neighbor's house because the neighbors weren't there in the wintertime. So that's how I started. And then I got caught and I was made to eat one. Little Rascals were great, McCastle, right? Spanky, yes, Spanky. That's right. And that was Buckwheat was hilarious. And Alfalfa with that thing sticking up at. If I had hair, I would show you how it sticks up. And oh yeah, Little Rascals was the thing back when I was little. Well, I used to watch them all the time too. They were freaking awesome, right? I saw that. I didn't think about Little Rascals for a while. That popped up on my screen, so I had to show that one. What do we got here? One more, and this is Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, and this is about taxes, paying taxes. Take a look.
Don't you realize what's happening?
No.
We have a position which we must uphold.
Well, what do you mean we have a position we must uphold?
I was reading in the paper the other day, it says Bing Crosby, you and myself, you know, we pay so much tax to the government. All the money we pay enough to pay the vice president, the president, and the Senate all their salaries.
We pay all those guys their salary?
Right.
You fellas in the Senate, be over the house tomorrow and wash the car.
The 800 guys washing my little car.
I'll be all right. What happened to the crowd?
Tell me that they even knew it too. Look at that with Gene Martin and Jerry Lewis. You gotta love it. Hey, Jerry Kruger just mentioned something here. He said President Trump announced that he will be removing illegal immigrants that are currently on Social Security. Thank you for that news update there, Jerry. They shouldn't be on it. Criminals, and I said this yesterday, criminals should not be allowed on it, and they are on it. I know because I heard it straight from the criminals themselves. Murderers, rapists, drug dealers, all of them. I've heard it from them themselves. And they told me how much they were getting. Oh, yeah. Spank me. Yeah, that's close, Fix. Spank him, spank me. So you're close. Yeah, good job. I love that one. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Let me, I got rid of that one. So let's get into this. And of course, Facebook just went down. Idiots. They just removed me, that's for sure. Probably over one of those things I'm playing. Say copyright bullshit. That's a lie. All right, here we go, guys. I got 3 of them for you. That's the end of my 3, so I have to download some more. But here we go. Here's the first one. Name that movie clip. I'm typing, but give me some answers, guys. Ah, doggone it. Yeah. But all right, let's see some answers here. What was the name of that show? I know. Marianne got it over here. And Radical Right Sean, Conrad. Let's see. Radical Right Sean got it. Yes, sir, Bob. It is. Texas John got it. Kurt got it. It is. It is Death Wish. Charles Bronson was the best, right, guys? Yeah, he was the original badass right there. All right. Number 2. This one's going to be a little harder, guys. I'm hoping I got you on this one. Check this one out.
Right now, I don't have any outfit.
Who's your commanding officer?
He got decapitated by an 88 about 6 weeks ago. But I mean, don't say you're sorry. He's been trying to get us killed. Ever since we landed at Omaha Beach, it's terrible.
He hasn't reported him dead yet. You see, I've been collecting his whiskey.
We see our role as essentially defensive in nature. While our armies are advancing so fast and everyone's knocking themselves out to be heroes, we are holding ourselves in reserve. In case the Krauts mount a counteroffensive which threatens Paris or maybe even New York, then we can move in and stop them. But for $1.6 million, we could become heroes for 3 days.
Okay, guys, I might get you on this one. This one is an oldie. No, not MASH, Fix. See if you guys going to get that. Mannix, no. I'm going to get you guys on this one. Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Texas John, Radical Right, Kurt. Man, you guys got it. I thought I had you on this. They got it. It is Kelly's heroes. Man, I thought I had you guys on this one. Man, that sucks. All right. I know I'm not going to get you guys on this one, but this was, I watched this when it came out. This was great. I can't remember, 1980, I think it was, but I'm not going to give it away. You guys check this out.
Excuse me. I don't think there's anything wrong with the action on this piano.
Well, I heard about the fella you've been dancing with all over the neighborhood. So why didn't you ask me, baby? Or didn't you think I could? Well, I know that the boogaloo is out of sight, but the shing-a-ling's a thing tonight. But if that was you and me out there, baby, I would have shown you how to do it right. Do it right. Uh-huh. Do it right. Do it right. Do it right. Ah, twist it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Now we go loop-de-loop. Shake it out, baby. Here we go, loop-de-lop. Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather. Bend over, let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on, let me see you shake your tail feather. Come on, let me see you shake your tail feather. Ah, come on, baby. Come on, yeah, come on, baby. All right, do the twist, do the fly, oh, do the swim, and do the bird. Well, do the.
Yes, everybody's getting it. Men in Black? No. Blues Brothers? Yes, it is. Guys, everybody's knocking that one. Yes, that was Ray Charles, Tammy. Blues Brothers knocked it. They were awesome back in the day. I tell you what, some awesome show. Great answers, guys. You guys did awesome. I thought I had you this time. Man, I got to get some more for next week. But we were still working on the ones that when we started this, how long ago? And you guys have done great. I can't ask for anything better than that. You guys, we got the cat playing the piano over here on Rumble. That's freaking awesome, McCastle. I love that. Well, guys, good, great job on that. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show, guys. And I enjoy putting the show on Thursdays. Don't forget tomorrow, guys. We're going to be getting into emptying them inbox out. Everything that I got, everything is going out because we're going to start the weekend off right. We got some great videos we're going to be showing tomorrow from a lot of great people. We got John. We got everybody in here and sending me stuff. Don't forget, you can send me stuff in my inbox. Send it to conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. Send me pictures. Send me anything. I don't care what it is. If it's funny, and we can show it on TV, it's 3,000. Nice, Sean. Thank you. Send me whatever you guys got, man. I love when people send me stuff. Send me an email just to say hi. How you doing? Whatever you want to say. Kiss my ass, all that good stuff. I love it. Got questions, got answers, got a joke? Send me a joke. We'll tell the joke on the air. Let everybody hear it. If it's stupid joke, I love stupid jokes too. Send me a stupid joke in my inbox. We'll put it out there. I got to get a day we can do a stupid joke day. I don't know how we're going to do that yet. What day we can pick. Stupid joke Tuesday or something. I don't know. Funny joke Tuesday or whatever. Weird joke Tuesday. Well, we'll try to do it, guys. So, hey, hope you enjoyed tonight's show, guys. So, what a night, right? We hit the time machine hard tonight. Didn't wait, right? From the chilling reality of judicial overreach to the absolutely fun, name that movie clip game, and those fantastic throwback Thursday tunes and videos. Thank you, guys. Thank you to everyone that joined us in chat. Your energy, your opinions, and your hilarious movie guesses made this show everything it should be. So we've dove deep into the news desk, the activist judges trying to free criminals and redraw maps for political gain, and your voices were heard loud and clear on the need for accountability and judicial restraint. We need to remember that the fight for conservative principles happen every single day, not just on election day. Now, you know, we don't slow down just because it's Friday's tomorrow. So make sure you join me tomorrow on our Friday night fight. And let me tell you, we have some massive dropping stories that we'll be tackling. Whatever's in there, I've seen it. I've saw a lot of them. But we'll have a lot between now and the time we get on tomorrow night. So the biggest political news from the week, we're going to be laying them out to bear. We'll be giving you the clear conservative perspective that you simply won't hear anywhere else. We are emptying the inbox to get ready to have a great weekend. You never know what we're going to get into or what we're going to talk about next. So if you care anything about knowing the truth, if you care about the future of this country, if you just want to finish the week with a powerful, insightful conversation, you need to be here tomorrow night. We're going to close out the week with a serious bang. So for me and the entire team here at the Conservative Viewpoint, that would be me and him. We're all here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this show with your friends who need a dose of the conservative sanity. Join me tomorrow night, Friday, 9 p.m., right here for a Friday night fight. Until then, keep your conservative principles strong, and we'll see you back here live tomorrow night, right after none other than the Rebel Chick with a Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. So until then, guys, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here live tomorrow. Good night, everyone.